My mom has 700 some recipes in her box. My grandmother had roughly 300, like 270, 280. So I have a lot of recipes, and there are duplicates between them and inside of them. For example, my grandmother had 4 different barbecue sauce recipes. No, it was like barbecue sauce one, two, and barbecue sauce, and then another barbecue sauce in another dish.
I thought you were saying that the number of cards was different.
Oh, well, yes, that is true too, because my mom has recipe cards from Gennardi's. She has some handwritten ones. There are some that are suspiciously my grandmother's handwriting in the card size that my grandmother had. We figured it out. And she has pictures or sections of magazines. You know, when magazines were a thing and the web was what spiders left behind. Think about trying to find a recipe without the internet.
I don't think the manual was posted.
Yeah.
I was born on January 16th.
Well, we're within 3 days. So 2 months fermentation. And it's going to be a lighter mead. Most meads have up to 15 pounds of honey for 5 gallons. I don't.
Dana has it posted.
Oh, Dana. Okay. Um, my mother's filing system suffered a lot. Um, yes, it was very precise, but her Parkinson's got to her towards the end, and she would go looking for a recipe and just jam things back in. So,
She was a very organized person. However,
yes,
she became ill.
yes.
And it was hard to reconstruct what it was before.
So I have a Dropbox folder with all of her recipes, scanned PDFs, and I even made a book out of my grandmother's. Not a physical book, but a PDF book with, you know, click to go to this page. My grandmother had a rough box, just like everyone else, handwritten. My Aunt Marcia took it, put an index on the front, typed it all in with a cursive typewriter, and sent it back to my grandmother. Woo! Another follower.
Welcome in, Parabex.
Parabex, thank you very much for the follow. I'm glad you gave us a follow there. Hope you make yourself comfy. The fire. Oh, nice job with the fire. Um, my dad even typed some of my mom's recipes into Word, and so I had other sources for it too. So I had like 2 different sources for my mother, one for my grandmother, and I shared my grandmother's out. My mother's I offered to send to my brothers, but my one brother, his whole family has celiac and gluten intolerance, and all except my brother.
Yeah, his wife and kids.
Yep. So they're not going to really use it. But I offered it, and
Talk
actually,
about food intolerance.
yeah,
Extreme.
I think my sister-in-law has more of my mom's recipes. They got along great. And my middle brother took care of my parents